Hey Drake, it's Coach Barber from Alabama. Hey buddy, appreciate you coming to camp. Um, all the way from Florida, we really appreciate that. So let's take a look at your swing. You know, the first thing we always do when we look at a swing, and using video has been a great thing for our program, and everybody's starting to, has been doing it for a while, but it really lets you see and not just hear what you're doing wrong, but let you see it. It's hard sometimes when coaches in the cage with you and want you to feel something, but you can't see it yourself. But you get on something like this, and you can really start to see it instead of just trying to feel it all the time. First thing we're gonna go over is setup. You got kind of a kind of a narrow stance, kind of a tall setup. I know a lot of guys have success like that. The only problem I have with it, a narrow setup for a young hitter, is that our biggest problem is using your legs in young hitters. And sometimes a narrow stance doesn't allow you to use your legs. Plenty of great hitters hit with a narrow stance. We'll see if you get in your legs like you're supposed to, which narrow stance is fine. But if you don't, one way to kind of promote staying on your legs is to widen out and sink your butt down a little bit. Let's take a look at your load and stride. Okay, you get in a good spot, which is good. I was kind of wondering about that. You get in a pretty good position. One thing to be leery of is don't let this knee get too far over that back foot. Okay, when we load, we want to our weight on the inside of our thigh. If that knee gets outside that back foot, we lose stability. Okay, we don't want to lose stability in our legs. Okay, I always want to have stable legs in our swing. Stride's good. And take this one. Okay, you actually do one of the better jobs of getting your legs that we have. Not bad, not bad. See that contact? You hitting behind a good firm front side. You got a good lower half. Very, very nice. Very, very nice in your legs. I guess the tall stance is just all right. Getting very good. One thing a lot of hitters don't do is you see you got this back leg all the way through at contact. Okay, a lot of guys don't get there. That's not what I want to do. I'll go to A-Rod. Let's get him at contact and just see how you guys are similar. It's not bad, Drake. Very, very nice. If you can get your legs to be that big around, it'll be all right. And not everybody's got trunks like A-Rod does. Alright, let's go to the upper half, since the lower half looks like it's pretty good. Okay, what I'd like to look at here is where are your hands when that stride foot hits the ground. So, when the stride foot hits the ground and the heel's all the way in the ground, where are your hands? Heels in the ground now. That's a pretty good spot to hit. Okay, that's a pretty good spot to hit. Now I can make a decision. A lot of guys are already committed right now. Now I can make a decision. All hitting is gathering information. I want to gather as much information as I can before making a decision whether I want to swing or not. Okay, so I'm in a good spot to be gathering information still to make a decision whether I want to swing or not. You notice your backside goes first, which is very good. But one thing I'm going to caution you about is, look at that front shoulder bailing out on you pretty fast. Okay, watch it go. Bail out, the barrel's got to drag through the zone. Okay, and it's hard to do, and it makes a difference between good hitters and great hitters. A-Rod does a pretty good job of it. Watch him, if he bails a little bit, watch him fight to keep that front shoulder in. See him fighting? He's fighting to keep that front shoulder in tight. See if we can get a split screen of you too. See, that's you and him are in the same position right now. Look how he's fighting to keep his in, and yours is bailing out on you. Okay, when you fight to keep that front shoulder in, it really allows those hands to get that knob moving that way, but keeping the barrel up and not letting the barrel drag. So as you can see, that goes, barrel starting to drag back here. We want to keep this barrel as tight to our body as we can and then finish as long as we can through the zone. It's still pretty good. I'm being a little picky because you do a pretty good job. See what I'll do now is I'll I'm going to trace the path that your bat takes. And we'll look at, it's going to show us your bat path. So I'm going to trace this path. This ball's down, so it's going to be a little longer than it would be. Do a pretty good job getting on playing with that ball. Alright, that's your bat path, which ain't bad on a ball, it's down. One thing you do really well is, so you get on plane with it here and you stay on plane. That's a good plane for the ball that's down. Again, there's a little too much space in between your path and your body. And that's what we talked about, that front shoulder bailing out and this being long behind you. Let's look at another swing on bat path, just so we can get a little better pitch. Yeah, that's better. Alright, so I'll trace it from here, there, 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 Not bad. That's better. You see the ball down. We can actually be a little longer on the ball down. This is probably my era. This steepness back here. But again, that ball's down a little bit. You do a pretty good job of keeping that bat in the zone a fair amount of time. Pujols is the best at it. He can really keep that bat in the zone a long time. And what that allows you to do is, if you're fooled and the ball's a little bit out here because you're fooled, then you can stay through it and hook that thing down the line for a double. Or if the ball gets on you a little quick, I can still be a little late and smoke that ball in the right center gap. Alright, Drake, again, appreciate you. Appreciate you coming to camp. December 8th and 9th, the next camp. Hope to see you there, buddy.